Hey guys, I'm Zama.
And I'm Lancy, and welcome to
Because We Said So.
Girls Meeting has commenced.
We're back in the business.
In the building.
In the belly.
How are you, Chomi?
I am good, Chomi. Finally, we have a sunny day, which is honestly giving me renewed strength. Guys, the weather seriously is affecting my mood.
No, it really is. Because today I'm like...
Get up. Yeah, literally. Like it affects your will to get up and get on them. But actually, cold weather is actually easier to get work done in.
I agree. Because you're home and you're like, okay.
Yeah, when it's warm, you feel like being outside and being active.
But I feel like on podcast days, having to leave the house and it's cold, then you're like, wrap it up.
Specifically when it's raining, guys, like it sucks. Also because we're not used to leaving the house when we don't need to. That's the thing.
Exactly. You somehow work from home, girls.
You get me? So now, but
I just need the weather to keep it up because this rainy shit.
The weather in Johannesburg every single summer is honestly terrible. So please note, if you guys ever want to move here, go home in December because honestly, the rain will give you seasonal depression summer.
It will. And like so many people are falling sick from flu because of the up and down.
Up and down.
Yeah. Like, but anyway, as long as we're in good spirits.
How are you, Don? Now good.
I'm good, man. Living life like it's golden.
Like it's golden, and as it should.
And it is golden as it should. Before we start pop culture this week, we have to shed some light on a very important movement happening right now, which is the G20 Women's Shutdown happening on the 21st of November, led by the Women for Change organization. Guys, this is such a big and important movement that I think we should all take part in, and obviously everyone can do what they can, which at the moment I'm sure everyone has seen, and if you haven't, you can change your profile picture to purple to show your support and show online presence. I know people are like, if you're being an online activist, it doesn't make it does make a difference because now people know all around the world, the word is out there and people are signing the petition, which you can also do. So as much as you can do will make a difference. And then on the 21st of November, we will be wearing all black as women to stand for the women that have passed on at the hands of GBV. As you guys can see today, and when you guys watch this, actually tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow is the next day.
So please, guys, if you can be in your all black wear, and also do not contribute to the economy as well. We need it to be a standstill so people can know that if women decide to say, we're not doing anything, you will start to appreciate us and realize that we are so important to society, to this country, and we need our leaders to appreciate us and prioritize us and our lives.
Yeah, I was going to say, before and above everything else, they need to acknowledge the very real state of emergency that we're in when it comes to gender-based violence. The stats when it comes to last year to this year of the amount of women that have died is diabolical. South Africa is already we're 6 times the global average when it comes to femicide-related deaths and things like that. So honestly and truly, this is an important topic. Whether you're a man, whether you are a woman, whatever you identify as, I feel like this is something that affects each and every single one of us. So it's something that we should all do our part and take part in. And yes, people say that online activism isn't true activism, but honestly, guys, us banding together to make our voices and our stances be heard on a very important topic will do more than you could think. Because even people from outside of the country are hearing about it, noticing it, seeing that we all have our purple profile pictures and are actually also doing their research and seeing how they can also support us as allies. So it's really important that we do what we can. Obviously, some people are essential workers. You won't be able to stay away from work on Friday, but you can do what you can. Wear black, change your profile picture, spread the word, sign the petition, do what you can.
And also you can do at 12 o'clock, everyone will be laying down for 15 minutes to acknowledge the 15 women that die in South Africa daily. So that's also very important. So whatever you can do to contribute to it will be highly appreciated. And it's a very sad time, but I'm really grateful to the Women for Change organization for really putting their foot forward and trying to get this declared as a national disaster, because it is.
Yeah, it is a state of emergency. And guys, we're also going to have the link to the petition in our bio, or in the description box rather. So please go ahead and sign that petition. Do what you need to do. Share your purples. Do all the things.
Please. It's so nice to see all the purple profile pictures and everyone coming together, especially the men. Like, I have no words. So I really do pray that we do get the outcome that we want in terms of it being declared a national disaster. So as push and not give up. Yes, I know it was denied initially, but let's hope they'll listen to us this time and something will come of it. So yes. Moving on to pop culture. First and foremost, as a music geek, It's going to be the 68th Grammy Awards. They've announced the nominations for this year, which is super exciting. I'm not the biggest fan of the Grammys, to be honest, because there's a lot of controversy. I don't think they actually really care about the artists. There's just, all the theories behind it, but it is obviously a big thing in the music industry. We can't ignore it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we obviously are excited still. I think the person with the most nominations is Kendrick Lamar. So the hip hop people
period king
are up. And shout out Bandla, his projects are up and stuff.
Yes,
so,
people have been loving him lately.
No,
he's in his bag.
Yes, no, he is. I don't know, that Kendrick versus Drake time was a time that I did not enjoy. I'll be honest. That is over. Let's appreciate both artists and be merry. Like, why 100%, pick a side?
100%.
I didn't want to pick a side.
Yeah, but Kendrick is that guy. People love him. The Kendrick stands go hard for him. So I love that for him.
Same.
I also saw that Olivia Dean has been nominated for which category? I don't know.
I think it's Best Newcomer.
Newcomer, yes. Which I think is amazing. Her songs went viral. Everyone is loving her album. So I love that for her.
I also love that for her.
Yeah.
Also, my fave, Leon Thomas, also got nominated. So excited. The category that I'm worried about, I think it's R&B Song of the Year.
Yeah.
Has Kehlani folded, which Queen.
That was the Song of the Year, though. She needs to win.
I feel like she's going to win.
She has to win.
She doesn't. But that category is very tough because it's Justin Bieber, Leon Thomas is also there. There's a bunch. I think Olivia Dean is in there as well for Man. And I'm actually not sure, but I remember seeing it and I was like, Dove.
But either way, guys, Kehlani's was the R&B Song of the Year. I'm sorry.
And it sounds like real R&B.
Yes,
that's another
proper
thing.
R&B, and we've been banging that literally since it came out. Even before it came out, we were banging it, actually. So she must come get her taste.
No, she literally has to win. So I'm excited for the Grammys this year. We'll see what's going to happen.
Are you going to watch the actual show?
I've never watched the actual show. I always just watch the Twitter clips and things like that. Or see the announcements. But I think also because it plays at like 3 a.m. for us, Banja.
Should be the next day. Look, you can watch it. You don't have to watch it live.
But then I've already seen spoilers and stuff. So it is what it is. But I'm still excited. I will be there and I will report back. But I hope Leon Thomas wins, obviously.
I literally have anyone can win.
To be fair, I'm the music nerd.
But like Kehlani, you deserve your 10s.
No, she really does. She ate that.
Brought your egg here.
She's right now pushing the whole old school R&B sound.
100%.
So I think she deserves to.
And even the amount of people that remix her song. I think Toni Braxton did a remix.
Yes.
Randy did one. Like, she has got so many people that have supported that song. So I feel like she deserves it.
Actually, if she doesn't win, it's rigged. It will prove my Grammys point.
Bro, everyone buy Mvuma.
So she better win.
Many guys.
Then this past weekend, we had Kris Jenner's 70th birthday. Shout out to the icon, Kris Jenner. She gave birth to millionaires and billionaires. Kind of iconic. So obviously the chat around it was, first of all, real rich bitch.
Real rich.
No, that is a rich ass woman. Like I said, there was no budget. And you can tell. Yes. So she looks really good.
And Kim actually said that she planned it. So I was like, damn. Really? She's the one who put together that whole thing. It was 0070. Love the theme. Kris looks so good. Also, that new face was saying new face.
They snatched that face.
She looks so freaking... Her and Kim look the same right now, actually. They actually look
argue with me. They are sisters.
Damn. Guys, technology is advanced. If you want to get that face lifted.
No, for real.
Because
it's possible. I guess you just need the budget, but Kris looks good as hell. And people keep saying but if you compare her hands and face, I'm like,
who cares about that, really and truly?
Why do you care about that stuff?
Thank you. It's also not that deep. People. Just say, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful and move on. It's not that important to point out the old
really
hands.
Not that important.
She knows it. We know it. Everyone knows it.
Literally, her age is not a secret. Like, we know it. Hence, 70th birthday.
Yeah.
Justice. That guest list also.
Yo, she had the Carters out, which already in itself for me, if you have Beyonce outside of her house, you've done a big...
You are huge.
You've done a
huge... You are actually so huge for all of us.
Everyone that was on that, Jeff Bezos, Tyler Perry, Mariah Carey, Jay. Wow.
I said, you know what, Kris? I knew you had clouds in this town, but whoa.
But honestly, I'm not shocked. Like, those are people that she hangs around on a regular basis. So I was like, of course, they're at your birthday party.
Martinis with them.
Exactly.
I won't lie. She makes me want to be so rich.
Same,
so
but also
so rich.
I hear you, but then also that type of being rich, I'm scared of at the same time, because I feel like people who are excessively rich, you have to do some questionable things. For example, the beginning of their career. So I'm at the same time but obviously we're looking at it and we're like, damn, money looks
good. But you're right, there's no billionaire that hasn't done any Mashiga. Well, we hope not, but
show me Ayiko. It's not even a hope, it's an Ayiko.
Realistically.
Done a little bit of exploitation here and there.
Especially in this South,
and even remember how Kris and Kim started their whole thing. It started off something very heavy. So, Jay,
Do I want to be that rich? But like when I am that rich, guys, please, I didn't do anything.
We're gonna have to just believe you, Joe.
I didn't do anything.
We're gonna have to just trust you.
I'm so dead. Speaking of the Kardashians, Ryan Murphy and actually Kim Kardashian's new show called All's Fair is finally streaming, and there's been some mixed reviews on the net. What do you think, Z?
Well, I feel like I expected a lot because they have some vets acting on that show.
Yeah.
And I'm very disappointed by the acting on the show.
Yeah.
And it's specifically like the vets that have disappointed me the most. Kim Kardashian, honestly, I'm not that shocked by. Because I guess it's like her first proper acting gig.
Yeah.
But everyone else, I feel like because she's kind of the main character, so I feel like everyone acting with her, they don't really have that much chemistry. Like the way that they're acting is very like, it looks like we're forcing you to act. Like you don't want to do this. I was telling my sister, there's a scene where it's in the first couple of episodes, if you guys haven't watched, spoiler, I think it's episode 1 or 2,
Yeah.
is when she gets divorced from her man.
Oh, yes.
Which is supposed to be sad. I couldn't sense that was a sad moment. Like it felt so okay. Anyways,
when he was like, I want a divorce, she was like, what's happening?
yeah, it was so weird.
You know what it is? Like, no matter the emotion, she still has the same facial, like, there's no expression. It doesn't change. She's just monotone.
My sister was telling me that apparently it's because if you have enough Botox in your face, like you can't show that much emotion in your face, which I was like, that is making a bit more sense because honestly, guys, I can't tell when she's happy. Everything
It's
looks
all the same.
Secondly, I feel like because she was explaining that she's the one who styled the character, her and her stylist, it's giving too much Kim Kardashian to the point where I don't feel like she's playing a character, which I feel like we
almost like it's
feel
just
like
her.
she's playing herself. The way that they've styled it, the way that she speaks, everything about it just looks like Kim Kardashian playing someone else as opposed to Allura. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
that.
it doesn't give she's someone else. It just gives that she's herself. And I think it's also because she's, like you said, executive producing the show. She's brought in her own team to do everything. So it's like, why have you done this? But you're trying to show us how good you can act, but you've come to be yourself on the show and just changed your name. And given yourself a storyline that doesn't exist.
On that front, I completely agree with you to say, because I will say, did I expect an Oscar-worthy performance from Kim? No. Right? I also do kind of feel like the OG actors like Sarah Paulson, love her down. I feel like they're kind of dimming down because they're trying to meet Kim where she's at. Because if they really did the big one, Kim would look insane on the show. It would be like, why did you even agree to doing this? So I do agree with that. But I also think with Ryan Murphy, if you're familiar with his shows, I always feel like his shows are like this. Like his shows are very...
What are his other shows?
What are they called? There's that one, I can't remember the names like top of my head, but I've watched them like in the past. But his shows are very like just, ngathi like bubblegum TV, like very cool. There's nothing riveting. The storyline is not like it's very basic TV. With him, he kind of goes for more of the look of it, the feel of it, the fab. That's kind of his direction when it comes to TV shows. Almost Sabo, Tyler Perry, but like just more watered down. So I'm not surprised that the storyline is bland because he doesn't go for a riveting storyline.
I wouldn't even hate the storyline if people were just looking like they wanted to go to work. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
I don't even
people,
like the storyline though.
The thing is, like, I could get past the storyline if people were really acting. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I just, a lot of the times when I watch things, sometimes I'm just watching it for who's going to be in it. Sometimes the storyline isn't top of mind for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, if I was seeing a good performance, at least I could get past the gaps or whatever in the storyline. I would keep it going. But the problem here is that the people don't look like they want to go to work. So everyone is kind of just not giving it their all.
Yeah.
And then secondly, the storyline is whack.
Sucks.
And it feels like everything else like all the fashions and this, that, and the third have just been there to make up for what they lack in the important things that make up a good show. So that's why I'm just like, boring. And also, because I'm watching Reasonable Doubt, which is also a law show at the same time.
That is
It's just
phenomenal.
that contrast to me is wild. Like Reasonable Doubt is so good. This is sorry bad in
It
comparison.
really is. But like I
sorry.
said, I think it's expected in terms of Ryan Murphy and then the other executive producers, Kim. So like storyline,
But
never
all of
had
them are
faith.
executive producing. Nisi is also executive producing. All of them are doing it. So that's why I'm just like, it could have
Ryan
still
Murphy-
been a good show. It's just that the people, they're not giving, like they're not bringing.
I think
They're
for
not giving
me,
it.
like it's just a show to watch, to just watch something.
To have something playing in the background.
Yeah, it's not something
one
where
of
I'm
those
like,
ones.
what's going to happen in the next episode? Like
Yeah.
when I finished the ones they've released, I wasn't like, when's the next one coming out? I was just like, okay, keep it moving.
I get that.
But you know what? Cool. Shout out to Kim. It's her first produce a show. It's her first acting
But
career.
she also produces Kim her show, The Kardashians.
I guess with that, it's a reality show.
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
guess
in terms of
scripted
that-
show.
Yes.
But I think the only reason she's even producing it is because it was one of those things where she's probably like, I'm not going to do it unless I can produce it myself. Which, because she's so
even
used to
put
having,
Kris in it.
yeah, she's so used to having creative control on her show that now she's like, I won't do something else if I'm not able to oversee it. Which is whack. I feel like it stifles you creatively if you always want to have control over everything.
Which is why it's like we're watching Kim on the show.
Exactly. You've
That's
literally
true.
edited it to be Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Agreed.
Like-
So it's a very okay show, and like all the reviews are kind of valid. But
Yeah.
you know what? The outfits are fab. The stage design is like all the set design. Sorry,
Yes.
all of that is stunning. Like I will not take that away from the show. But it's a show phenomenal.
No. But if you want to see fashions, watch it. Because
Yeah.
fashions eats.
The hairstyle, like everything is just phenomenal. Like I won't lie, there was budgets.
Yes.
Say that. Otherwise,
They had like a good setup to be amazing, and then they didn't take it. So
not being amazing in the setup.
naive to seduce. Okay, guys, we're gonna get into today's topic of the week or episode. I don't know. What do I normally say?
Topic of the week.
Topic of the week. The topic is wanting more, the audacity to want more. As women, as Black women, sometimes I feel like we stifle ourselves because we feel like we don't want to ask for more than we get given. So I just wanted us to touch on that topic as the year is coming to a close. And as we're looking to the new year, let's tap into us wanting and asking for more. So first things first, I wanted to ask, what do you feel like more looks like for you? Is it more peace, more money, more love, more effort, whatever?
The above. All of the above. I think as humans, we all program to want more, which can be a good thing and a bad thing because sometimes you're not satisfied with where you at in life because you're constantly seeking for more. So you don't appreciate what's in front of you. But I do think it's a good thing to want more as a person. So you're not complacent. You're not just like, I'm good with this. Like you need to always aim higher. So for me, I think it's always balancing, appreciating what's in front of me, but also wanting more in all facets of my life. Career, of course I want more. I'm trying to be rich. I said I want
And
Kris
stuff.
Jenner rich and stuff. Obviously I want to be more intentional in terms of my health as well, especially now that I'm getting better. In the new year, I'll focus a lot more on moving my body, eating better, all of those things. So I think you always want more, but it also goes with intention behind it. It's easy to want, but when it comes to doing,
Are you doing?
Are you doing the thing?
No, 100%. I agree with you. And I think it's good and it's safe to want more as long as you're not moving from a place of not appreciating where you're at, where you're at. Because I feel like that's a big problem that I think some people deal with. It's just like you're always looking to the next thing without looking at all the blessings that are right in front of you. And you're not able to sit in appreciation. And sometimes that could be what's holding you back from getting the more that you want because you're not grateful and happy with what you have. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I think gratitude is necessary in your pursuit for wanting more. Because
1,000.
yeah, wanting more is a natural human thing, but be grateful as you seek and as you work towards more.
Yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask, have you ever felt guilty about wanting more? Like, have you ever felt society makes us feel like, why are you not just happy with what you have? Because I know growing up, my mom always used to say this thing of like, your end. Like, don't always want what you can't have, or like more than what I'm giving you. Be happy and be content with what you have right now. But in the same breath, it's like, people shouldn't feel guilty for wanting to pursue or going for more. But I guess it goes back to that. Yes, you need to feel blessed and you need to feel grateful when you have what you have. But also, you shouldn't feel shamed if you are someone who has higher goals. And when you reach one goal, you come up with the next.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the important thing is if you do want more, to not forget about what you have. I think maybe your mom is trying to say, if you want more stuff, don't get distracted from what's in front of you. So, excuse me, I feel like in terms of wanting more and feeling bad about it, I don't think you should feel bad about it, especially if you have good intention. Like, it's not like you want more just because you're greedy. For example, you want more because you know what it would do for your life. You know what difference it would make for you. And also, you know the things that make you happy. And maybe I'm only 60% there and I need to be 100% there. So maybe someone else, that 60% looks like, this is good, girl. But I'm like, I know that what 100% looks like and it's not this.
Yeah.
And you won't understand it. Only I will understand it. And that's another thing is, if you listen to other people, you can get derailed.
Yeah.
Just in life, like, it goes back to, I think I saw a TikTok that was like, sometimes you shouldn't shouldn't tell people everything that you want to achieve outside of like monitoring spirits and stuff. But just because someone could discourage you and be like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing that. Or, then you start to second guess your thoughts and ideas and you start to backtrack. But if you're very sure about what you want and you set in your ways and you're like, I understand where this person's coming from, cool, but this is what I want, stick to it because it's not for everyone else to understand. It's your life, it's your goals. So, yeah.
That's so true. I feel like a lot of the times people will discourage you because they feel like they can't achieve more or they can't see themselves achieving such things. So now they try to discourage you or have a limiting mindset, try and keep you in a box because they feel like they can't get past this. So 100% I agree with that. Sometimes you also need to realize that you need to surround yourself with people that are going to pour into you as opposed to people who are going to limit your view of how far or how successful you can be. 100%. But I was even going to ask, what do you feel like the difference between greed and ambition is? Because I feel like there is such a fine and a thin line between those two things. It's obviously celebrated to have someone or to be someone who's ambitious, but we don't like people who are greedy. And I feel like...
Sydney.
Yes, Sydney. Very, very clear example of someone who is greedy as opposed to being ambitious. So what do you feel like the differences are?
I feel like the difference is the intention, going back to what I was saying earlier. And I feel like Sydney's actually the perfect example.
He is. From Edinburgh, guys.
Yeah, from Edinburgh. Is that the intention for him is not to acquire all these things because I want these things or I want success for me and my family, etc. It's to make someone else feel smaller or to prove a point to someone or to boost your ego. So I think it's all where your intention lies because some people are specifically trying to be successful for the right reasons, like growing a company for the people that are going to come after me, leaving a legacy, trying to make sure that my kids are taken care of, being an example in the community in whatever like career that I'm in, all of that. Then that I feel like is ambition as opposed to greed. That's when your intention is not in the right place. And also, it's all about you. It's very selfish based. It has nothing to do with other people, the people around you. You actually don't give a fuck about the people around you.
100%.
All you care about is you. Who gets hurt in the process.
You don't care.
You don't care as long as you get to the top.
I 100% agree. I feel like ambition is like, we can liken it to having drive, to having like something that you are working towards, but not implicating on anyone else in your pursuits of said thing. Like you're just working hard, doing what you have to do. Whereas greed is 100%, I feel like, a selfish thing. You want to own everything.
Everything.
You want to own everything.
At any cost.
Yes, you want to be the top guy. You just want to be above other people. I feel like even as opposed to just having a personal desire to have said thing, you want to be CEO of that thing.
Yes, and it says a lot about your character and who you are as a person, to show what's important to you, what you believe in, and that's kind of sad.
It is kind of sick, actually.
Yes, it is sick.
It
does.
It really does. I was even going to ask, do you feel like sometimes the reason why people don't want to seek more or want more is because they're scared of outgrowing the comfortability of the situations that they're in at that current moment? Maybe they're scared of outgrowing certain people, certain situations, certain friendships, relationships, whatever it might be.
Or even financial situations.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you do want to make a certain step in, let's say, your career, you have to make maybe certain sacrifices. Or you have to step out of a comfortable zone where you knew everyone, you knew you're comfortable here, to move to somewhere else where people may not be nice to me, people may not appreciate me, maybe it'll take me even longer to get to a place where I need to be. So I do think it is a very scary thing, and you have to literally just trust that you're making the right decision, because you actually can't guarantee that it's going to go well, obviously. But I do think, again, if you have the right intentions and you aiming for that goal, yes, it may take a while, you may go through struggles, but I think if you focus on the end goal, you'll get there eventually, and like the process won't matter necessarily.
I agree. I think another reason also, though, that people can also feel scared outside of the being scared of outgrowing people, situations, comfortability, is that sometimes people are scared to get to a place where maybe whatever situation they're in will require more from them. I think people are I think it ties into comfortability. People are very happy when they can just do the bare minimum, just get by, do whatever small things they need to do, but still want to dream about being in certain places, whereas they don't want to do the necessary work that it takes to get to such places. I feel like people like to stay in a bubble and sometimes use certain excuses like, oh, but people are going to think like I'm too selfish or too greedy or whatever the case is, just to use it as an excuse not to do better or to work harder or to have or sit down and think about a goal. Sometimes people actually don't want to do that. Sit down and plan out 5-year, 10-year goals and stuff like that. They'd rather just flow through life and see where it takes them.
And choose the easier option.
Yes, because I feel like it is easier to chill and to cruise through life. But the thing is, I feel like a lot of the times the only way you kind of feel fulfilled is if you do have those little goals. It doesn't have to be goals where it's like a lot of the times people make it monetary goals or whatever. It can be literally just life goals of I want to try a new hobby next year, or I really want to visit this place, or I really want to do this thing, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't always have to be linked to monetary things, which I think is a lot of the times what people attain or rather contributes wanting more too.
Yes, it's always a money thing. And also another thing is I feel like you become redundant. Like your life becomes a very redundant life where you just go to work, do what you need to do, come back, and you kind of have accepted the situation that you're in. To the point where if someone's like, maybe you should look into traveling more, or maybe we should do this, you're like, I could never do that because this is all I do and this is all I'm able to attain. But it's like, you can make the choice to do more, to be able to do those other things. I feel like a lot of people are set in their ways and end up being a, woe is me, or, oh, this is my situation.
This is just my life.
Yes, and obviously I do understand contexts are different. Obviously some people have more access, more opportunities, more finances to further studies or whatever the situation may be. I completely understand it. And also there's not a lot of jobs in our country. So sometimes you have to stick to the job that you have to be able to pay your bills or whatever. It's harder to upgrade to a better job. Completely understand that, but sometimes you are actually the reason behind the trajectory of your life. So you can't just sit in your situation and be like, I'll never live a life like that. You actually could.
Yes.
You actually try yourself out.
Yes, and also have a genuine desire towards it, like, and actually put the work behind it. So I also wanted us to get into what we feel like the cost of playing small is, like the cost of, like you were actually getting into towards the end of what you were saying. But I feel like the biggest cost is that, again, I don't feel like you live a fulfilled life because at the end of the day, you are just cruising through life. You don't really have things you want to do. You don't have desires. You don't have wants. You don't. You're just like, you take whatever is given to you, which I feel like is such a dangerous place to be in because people always say this, but you're only going to get what you're given if you don't go out there and open your mouth and ask for more.
Yes.
Like if you don't ask for more, you will never receive more.
Closed mouths don't get
fed.
They
really don't. And that doesn't literally just mean you asking people. That just also sometimes means putting yourself in spaces where you can grow and can achieve more. It means getting outside of your comfort zone every now and again. It requires you to get out of being comfortable. Because I think, again, going back to what we were saying earlier, like comfortability is great. It's amazing. But there's really no growth that happens there. And you will never receive more doing what you always do the same way that you always do it.
I agree. And also, as much as change is uncomfortable, I always feel like whatever's on the other side of it, you will be worth it as opposed to idling in one place. So as much as I understand people looking at it as, what if I lose this or I lose out on this? I feel like you sitting in one place, you're losing out on all the opportunities you're not taking.
Yes.
So rather try and take an opportunity. Also, I'd rather fail having tried than
100%.
not trying it all. Because then I can at least say with my chest, you know what, Zama, I tried that little thing.
But it didn't work out for me.
Next. As opposed to Zama saying, did you try? And I'm like, no, I think I'm going to fail. How do you know that?
How do you know? How's about we see you failing as opposed to you just hypothesizing?
Yes. And obviously, if fail, ayikho I
yes.
Ibuhlungu with that thing, but sometimes you need to fall flat to rise up.
100%. I think another thing though that also plays into it is like when you never challenge yourself or you never want more or never ask for more, you start to resent other people who do in your life and you turn into a hater. It starts to develop jealousy with the people that are in your life or people that you feel like are at a better position than you, not knowing that those people did the hard thing that you don't want to do and asked for a raise or they asked for more or they put themselves in a space to be networking with people who are in higher positions than they were in. They did the hard thing that you didn't want to do, but now you're just sitting feeling sad and feeling sorry for yourself and feeling like, oh my word, she has everything that I should have had, but like, should you have had it because you weren't willing to put the work in?
She clearly wanted it enough because she put the work in.
Exactly.
And you're so right, because a lot of the time those people will start bad mouthing that person because they wanted to be in that position. But it's like you also could have been in the position had you done the right things. And also it makes those people feel better to speak down on the person and say, what kind of Jenna and when's they local? Start making rumors of saying no, it's because they did a shortcut or spoke to this person. Whereas it's like I actually did the hard work and I did put in the blood, sweat, tears, all of that.
Tears.
You're going to boil it down to she just knew the right people. Like, but also, you can know the right people and say the right thing.
Exactly. And also networking is a way to get to higher spaces. There's nothing wrong with that. The thing is also the difference between you and a person who's network is that person is putting their name, their face, their work out there. They're talking about the things that they do. They are actually being very proactive about getting themselves to the next level. Whereas you feel like sometimes even the hard work that you put in, that's the thing, is that it's not going to be enough. You're going to have to do over and above that hard work, do the networking, do the this, do the that, to make sure that you're put in the right spaces. And I was speaking obviously as it pertains to work, but it also can go into other facets of the world. Like you need to actually be the one to put yourself out there. Sometimes it's not just hard work that's going to take you to the next level. It's going to take grit. It's going to take, character. It's going to take you to actually step outside of yourself and be confident in yourself to say, you know what, this is what I deserve, this is what I want, and this is how and why I'm going to get it.
And also, I think it's okay to use privilege and network and connections and all of that. If you have the access to it, use it for the right reasons, obviously. But I feel like that thing of trying to be I don't want to use this contact that I have because I want to get there the hard way or like the better. I don't know about it. It's like, but it
goes back into, I think, a thing that we also grew up hearing a lot is that thing of being self-made. You don't want other people to help you. You just want to do everything on your own. It's very individualistic. Goes back to, again, what we were saying about needing community. Like everyone wants to be, I'm not going to attribute my success to anyone outside of myself. I built myself from the ground up. What I fresh pace. You know how all the rappers were getting into that. Like I did this all on my own. Nobody can tell me shit. All that stuff. But it's like, there is nothing wrong with leaning on your community and asking people to help you get to the next level wherever you want to be, or asking people for advice or whatever the case may be. Because I feel like, why would you want to go? What is that saying when it's like, if you go alone, you go slow. If you go with people, you go fast. Something like that.
But same thing.
You're in LA. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I feel like it's so true. Like, why would you go and make things harder for yourself or even for your kids or for your family member? If someone needs help from me, I'm going to give them the help. Even if people see it as, it's nepotism, whatever, I'm going to do what I can to put the people around me in a better position, specifically if I can see that for them, it's something that they genuinely want, and I can see that they are ambitious, they are people who are hungry for whatever they want. I'm going to do my part to put you in those spaces to lift you up.
It's like, I think there's also a saying that says, would you rather take the normal road or the gravel road?
Yes.
I'm going to take the normal road because I'm going to get there quicker. I think the end of the saying is something like, so people can get to the other side and say, I got hurt on the way, so people can feel bad.
That's exactly what it is.
People will look at me who's there shiny and sparky and be like, what do you have to say? Because I got here 30 minutes ago. Do you know what I mean?
But that's when the people come in and try to start rumors and stuff about, how did she get there? How did she get this? Because they're looking at you and you don't look like the hard work that you've put in. But it's also like, you don't need to perform your struggle so that people can take you more seriously or to try and look like the girl who's got it all together. Look like the girl's got it all together or who got it out the mud. It's not every day get it out the mud. Like,
I'm going to get it out the bubble bath.
Literally, like, why every day get it out the freaking mud?
And people also then like to have that conversation if she doesn't or the person doesn't deserve that success because of they didn't get out the mud. My gosh, sorry.
I feel like, again, it goes back to like a lot of the things that we would hear in media and just that we normalize. Like, everyone needs to struggle, da-da-da-da-da. And I honestly don't believe in that. Like, I'm not going to have kids and make them go through everything that we went through. Like, does that even make sense? And white people don't do that thing. I feel like it's also a thing that a lot of black people like to do. And it's like, white people don't do that. That generational wealth, that's how they keep it in the family. You're getting all that privileges that my grandfather gave me and that their grandfather gave them. So why on earth is everyone struggling? I don't get it. One person struggles so the rest of us can run.
I think you're so right. That struggle story thing within the black community needs to die down.
It's so lame.
Like people say they take rappers more seriously if they have a struggle story.
And they really do. That's why Drake is not performing struggle for you guys, because you guys want him to look like he got it out the mud, knowing very well he didn't get it out that mud.
He didn't get out the mud. He's a normal boy who grew up in the suburbs. That's okay, and he happened to be a great rapper.
The thing is, he was performing that for majority of his career because that is what people love to hear. They love to hear get it out of them. And I get it in the sense that you want to be inspired by people, in the sense that people who are getting it out the mud want to feel inspired by music, people, and have people that they can look up to, which is so fair. But at the same time, do you not also want to see that, you know what, some people can be in situations that are okay and just continue being dragged. Also want to see those type of representations, because that's, I would think, how you'd want your kids to live and their kids to live. Like, is that
why would you want your kids to start from the bottom?
Like, it doesn't make sense. And you already started from the bottom, so why? From the bottom. I was also going to ask, do you feel like as Black women there's like a societal cap on how much more we can ask for? Because I feel like a lot of the times when there's women, Black women who are successful and women of in positions of power, people like to come up with different things that kind of put them down, like, oh, she's so intimidating, or oh, she's too much, or oh, she's too this, she's too that, because she's a person who always seeks excellence in every single thing that they do. And I don't know if it's a thing of they just don't want to see Black women in those positions, so they do whatever they can to bring them down. But I feel like it's a big running thing. Like, even for example, people will say, oh, Beyonce is too much, like the way she puts on her performances is too much, it's so out there, it's so this, it's so that. Or in general, women, or let me not say women, people like to put women who are very boisterous about the fact that they are that one. Or in Beyonce, when she says in her songs, like, I'm that girl, at the end of the day, people are like, oh my word, she's so arrogant. She is that girl. And I feel like it's important for us as women to see other women be confident in who they are, because again, whatever they've done has gotten them to that position. They're working hard, they're doing their thing. Boast about it, say, I'm that girl, there's nothing wrong.
It should be okay.
But people, when they see that, are like, oh my gosh, why does she feel like she's all that type of thing?
It's because I feel like people just don't want women to have audacity. They want women to constantly be humble, because people want the humble woman, the woman who appreciates the position that she's in. She mustn't say too much. I feel like, especially because of how women were treated back in the day, where we didn't have as much opportunity. We weren't given the same opportunities. We weren't allowed to do certain things. We weren't even allowed to buy houses. So that mentality still lingers. So I think when women now have audacity to say, okay, cool, that's what happened, but that's not me though. People are like, but it should be, because women are supposed to be humble. Women are supposed to be. I think it's also that thing of it's almost like women are supposed to be told how to act and how to be. Whereas women these days are like, I don't need to be told how to act. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yes.
You say what you want to say, but this is the goals that I have for myself and I'm going to get them. So I think it's that audacity thing. People are shaken by that and think women should just naturally be humble and not boast and be respectful, and also leave position for men to be at a higher ranking, right? Because it's like, if you say your achievements out loud, maybe next to a man who's maybe not
as accomplished
as you are, then it's kind of like you're disrespecting him, or you're dimming his light, or kind of saying you're better than a man. And that becomes the issue. And it's like, I am. Sorry to say, and now what?
But even I wanted to say, even when it comes to that, I feel like also the fundamental problem is attributing a lot of these successful titles or things with masculinity or being a man. That is where the fundamental problem is, because why now do you still need to leave room for a man to be above you? Like, why is it that we're not taking a feminine woman and in all her femininity, with her being successful, with her being strong, just alpha, just very like into her energy, but then you're saying people are looking at it like it's a very masculine thing for her to do, and she needs to be humble, she should talk about herself. But why can't it just be her being a woman, the type of woman that she is?
Exactly. I think it's that whole stay in your lane type of thing. And it's almost like, I think we spoke about this on the Mean Girl episode, that I think men look at it as, if a woman acquires that certain position or whatever it may be, you're taking it away from me.
Yeah,
it's like, if you were good enough, you would
be in that position, literally. So I feel like men also need to think about that. The men who are watching the show need to think about that. Honestly and truly, like, these characteristics and traits, specifically in this day and age, like, women are doing humongous things. And I feel like women have been for a very long time. But obviously back then, they were very limited in the things that they could do.
Yeah.
But now, since women have been given the opportunity and the space to be themselves, people are really able to see the higher heights that women can reach.
Yes.
And they can surpass men in many, many different facets. And I think that's where we need to see more representations of that, and women actually desiring to be in those high positions. Also, so that the woman coming up can be like, you know what, I can see myself in said woman who's done this thing. Because I think a lot of the times it's a thing of not having seen women in said positions, because women are like, oh, they don't feel like they can attain certain things because maybe men have brought them down, or even other women have brought them down to say, you know what, don't think so big. You're thinking big. Think small, bitch.
Small, bitch.
So it's important for us to see other women in those places to say, you know what, it is achievable. It is doable. It's just a matter of me putting the work behind it and learning how do I actually reach those heights.
Yes, and also I wish men knew that women are not in competition with you.
At all.
I'm not in competition with you. I'm just trying to achieve my goals. And it happens to be maybe in the same workspace or positioning that you in. Work harder, I don't know. But like, I'm not in competition with you. And also, unfortunately, you don't get things based on gender. Like, I know.
I mean, you
do. The world, I was about to say, the world does lean more towards men and appreciating men and rewarding men and prioritizing men. But now we're seeing that not everything is just that. Some things as women we can also attain, and you can't just ride on the fact that I'm a man, so I deserve to be in this place.
Yes.
So,
but I think you got it right when you were saying literally they feel like you're taking their spots. Yes. It's like, King, do better.
Do better, you can have your spots.
Literally. Like, your spots.
Ooh, it's mine now.
Your spot. Like, literally.
It's mine now.
I wanted to ask, how do you feel like society and social media and all those things play into the things that we want? Do you feel like people need to focus on their wants and needs and think inwardly before they look at what other people want and internalize that for themselves?
Yes.
I feel like that is a huge thing that a real problem that we have in this day and age. We want what others want and what others have, as opposed to focusing on what do you want? What do you want to have? What career goals do you have? What do you like?
Yes.
What do you not like? Have you ever asked yourself those questions?
Exactly. And also, what's that saying about because you actually don't know how they got it, the context behind it. Like, you really do need to focus on yourself. And also, I feel like if you're too busy looking at the other person, you're stunting your own growth. So you need to look at your lane. Can you be inspired? Yes. Can you look to other people to be like, she did this, maybe I can try that out or whatever. But if you're completely just looking at other people and trying to take from their journey or whatever, you're going to stunt your growth. And also, I feel like you won't fully know what you're capable of because you're trying so hard to do it Zama's way.
Yeah.
You don't even know how Landy's way is. You don't even know what Landy's capable of. Maybe you were even going to do it better than Zama in that specific way. But because you're so focused on her, now you're doing it her way. And then turns out it doesn't even work out for you because you were so focused on that. You can't paint everything with one paintbrush. So I think you should focus on yourself.
Yes, and I'm a firm believer in, like, your life is already planned out before you. God has already planned your life from beginning to end. So if you're focusing on the next person's life, how are you going to fulfill your purpose here on earth? You'll be too busy living Lance's life and so-and-so's life and this person's life. You're never going to live and fulfill your personal destiny and purpose on this life because you're busy focusing on the next person and what the next person's got going on. So focus on isiqu sakho and what you are supposed to be doing, and you will reach the destinations and to the places that you are going to reach.
Yeah, and also
God plan for your life.
If you're following someone else's blueprints, you might not even look for you might even not get the satisfaction that you're seeking.
For sure.
Because that's not even something that you want. Yes. Does that make sense? So by the time you get to the finish line, whatever that looks like, you might even be like, oh, this is not even that great, because that's not what you wanted. That was someone else's thing. So you need to do what you want so that when you do get to the finish line, you appreciate it more and you feel more fulfilled because that's what you wanted.
100%. I 100% agree. When I play a little mini game, it's called Too Much or Just Enough.
It's been a while, actually.
It has been a while. So I was like, let's play a little game. So I'm going to read out some scenarios. You'll tell me if you feel like they're too much or just enough. I'll also answer. First one says, wanting to be fully financially taken care of, even if you make your own money.
That's enough.
Just enough. 100%.
Because let's meet each other where we are.
Yes, and I'm making my own money as well. But, like, I also want to be taken care of. And I think that is perfectly okay.
I'm still a princess and a queen on a man.
100%. Two says, saying you want a soft life and a successful career. Just enough.
That's just enough.
Bare minimum.
What would be wrong? I was going to say, what would be wrong with that?
Turning down a stable job just because it doesn't align with your peace.
Turning down a stable job because it doesn't align with your peace. I'd say just enough.
I feel like it's in the middle.
But it's also, it could be just enough because obviously you don't want to stay in a miserable job. But then at the same time, it's like, how are you going to pay your bills?
How are you going to pay your bills?
I guess it goes with what's important to you and how bad the situation is.
Yes.
If you can stay at home and they'll take care of you, maybe have some savings, put your peace first. But if you're in a situation where if I don't get paid next month, I'm in a shit one. Maybe push a little queen.
Push queen and have a plan. I think more than anything, even if you are pushing in a bad environment, as long as you have a plan, you'll be fine. Because if you just tell yourself, okay, I'm just here for maybe 6 months or whatever the case is, right after that I'm going to get out, then I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Where am I? 4, expecting your partner to match your love languages, not just your efforts.
That's just enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's the best way it could work.
5 is not wanting to split bills ever.
Just enough.
Chubby,
I'm joking.
It is too
Is
much.
this, wait, romantically, friendships,
Chubby, I'm obviously talking about romantically. Sorry to say.
not wanting to split bills ever?
Ever.
No, that's too much.
I think it's too much.
Because,
jeez.
he can't be paying for everything.
Everything.
Not at the movies with popcorn and the slush. You must pay.
Oh, guys,
Come on.
justice.
No,
And I also
justice.
think, I think in a relationship, I feel like those sentiments when people are like, you have to pay for everything all the time. It's when you're just dating someone that you don't love. I feel like when
dating him
you're
for the money.
Yes, when you're in a relationship with someone that you love and you're trying to see this long term, you're
That
going to
would
be paying for
actually
some
never
things.
happen.
Yeah.
Yes. At some point, it even feels like I want to do things for you because you do so much for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you allow him to pay for everything, you actually don't care about it.
And you also don't want to feel at the mercy of him at the end of the whole thing. You don't want to feel at the mercy of him because he takes care of everything.
Yeah.
Yes, it's nice for a man to do what a man do and take care of the big things. But oh my word, buy him an ice cream. Jeez.
Guys, please, wear t-shirt socks.
Okay, 6 says booking business class or 5-star hotels only because you deserve it.
That's just enough.
I think it's just enough. You
It's
can
up
afford
to
it.
you,
If you
yeah.
can afford
If you can afford it. If you can't afford it,
If you can't,
you're sick.
it is too much.
It is too, if you can afford it and you've worked hard, do it.
I 100%
Yeah.
agree.
What else do we work hard for? But
Like, next one says saying no to helping family financially because you're prioritizing your own goals. Slippery slope.
I think, I don't know.
I think
it depends.
middle. I think middle.
It's middle because I was going to say it depends also who's asking me and what they're asking me for. Because let's say it's a family member who's always asking for things and they end up using it for the wrong things, whatever it may be. In that case, I'd be like, I'm not going to help you this month because last month you used it to go to Groove. So I have other things to worry about. Do you know what I mean? But if it's a sincere ask, like, I need to pay for this because my salary is late or whatever, cool, then I'll
Yeah,
so
same.
I think it's contextually based.
I 100% agree. I think it's very contextual. And yeah, if a person is reckless with money, I'm not going to enable your recklessness. However, if someone really needs my help, why would I say no?
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
so-
it doesn't make sense. Cool. The next one says wanting visibility and recognition, not just gratitude.
Wanting visibility
And recognition, not just yeah. So
gratitude.
don't just say thank me, recognize me, let the people know.
Oh,
I think Sydney. I think it's also twofold though, because it can be either too much if it's like every single day you want to people can't just say thank you and move on. But I think sometimes, for example, in a career space, saying thank you isn't enough. Give me that promotion. Okay. I'm gonna need a whole
You
something.
don't want people to like walk all over you.
Yes,
or
you
feel-
do need people to feel like, okay, she is
Yeah.
putting in the work, so she deserves to be rewarded for the hard work she's putting in.
And you don't want to feel taken
Advantage of, yes, 100%.
50-50.
Last one is outgrowing your humble era. So I think it kind of links into the last one, actually.
Yeah. I think it's the
being
same
humble.
thing.
Yeah.
50-50.
Okay, so in closing, what do you feel like abundance mindset looks like for you?
I think it goes back to that delusional topic that we have.
100%.
There's nothing that will never happen for me. There's nothing that's too much. There's nothing that's unattainable. So I think for me, it's just whatever that I want, I can get. And also knowing that it's in my hands. No one else is going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. You can ask for help, good and well, but you're the one who has to wake up in the morning and get that thing.
Get
So
that single. Get that
bread.
I 100%
Yeah.
agree with you. Everything that you said. I also think for me, largely lately, it's also just been also praying, asking God for guidance to align His plans with my plans. Because again, I don't want anything that's not meant for me.
Yeah.
So in as much as I want a lot of things, I also don't want to want things that are going to take me off the path that I'm supposed to be on. I don't want to get that other thing that's going to now remove me from getting the better thing. So
yes.
in the same way, in as much as it's important, yes, to have abundance mindset, it's also important to pray away the spirit of greediness.
Yes,
to make
and
sure that
grab-
everything that you want is within the plan and the trajectory of your life as it should be, and is not only just serving you. Also that I'm in a place where I can have a lot, be blessed to be a blessing. I can be blessed to be a blessing to others as well. And finally, if you could speak to your younger self about wanting more, being more, having more, what would you say?
I would say keep wanting more, but also stay disciplined because
That's
it's
a good
easy
one.
to stray away.
Yeah.
It's easy to be distracted. Especially when I was younger.
Yeah, it's very easy.
I was busy up and down, left and right,
But it
middle
is when you're
center.
young, son.
Yes, so I'd say just sit in your discipline because that's what will get you far. And also don't think what you want is too much just because the people you were surrounded with at the time don't see your vision or make you kind of feel like this dream of yours, especially specific to the career we're doing, everything was very taboo back then. So it kind of felt like you're dreaming too big, or like, is this realistic? But like, stay on that journey, because one day you'll be on one of the best podcasts in Saudi. Queen!
The best podcast in Saudi, actually. But yeah.
Yeah, Chobi.
If you didn't know, now you know. No, 100%. I actually co-sign everything that you've said. Literally co-sign everything. I think for me, what I'd also just like drill into myself, that every single thing that you're dreaming about, you will be it. Like you will become everything that you want to be, even if it seems diabolical and so outside of your reach. You're going to achieve every single goal you set for yourself. And you're going to even want bigger goals than the ones that you came up with. Like those goals are going to seem small to you when you achieve them. So you will achieve them. Everything that you want will come to pass, as long as you, as Lindsay said, stay disciplined, stay dedicated, stay on your grind, pray and ask God to keep aligning you with your purpose, and you will be well on your way.
Exactly. And I think that's why I've become super delusional, is because of that reason.
Yeah.
All the things that I thought were a diabolical dream, our reality.
They came to pass. So
my delusion is right.
Exactly. So who are we to not keep dreaming? Like our dreams clearly come true.
Dream on.
Dream on, sister. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to our dilemmas for this week. In case you guys didn't know, please send your dilemmas through to us on our Instagram page, the Bliss Instagram page, not our personal ones.
Our personal pages.
Please. I think in the new year, I'm going to find a way to make it a little bit easier so that everyone can just send their things to one place. Because on Instagram, everything is there. When I mention, when I DM, when I kuningi. So we will sort that out in the new year. But for now, DM us. Cool. Hey, Bwisty, I hope you're all doing good. I've been here for a while now, and from what I've observed, you guys seem like people who are really big on friendships. Sana good talent in Bugela, and I've seen how emotionally intelligent and genuinely intentional in how you are in your friendships, I think she's trying to say. Period. Thanks, Queen. The main reason I'm reaching out is because I need advice on something, or rather, I'd like to hear your opinion on my situation. So I have this friend, and we've been friends for 4 years now. Our friendship started because we stayed at the same house, private accommodation, and we still do. Out of the 4 years, we've been roommates for 3. During most of this time, everything has been great, or let me say our friendship blossomed like most friendships do. Until last year around my birthday, when I started noticing weird things unfolding. I planned a 21st birthday where all my friends really showed up and got me gifts. Her birthday is exactly a month after mine. She compiled a wish list that she posted on her WhatsApp status, which I and a few of our friends were excluded from. Someone, a mutual, later gave me a heads up about the wish list, asking if I'd seen it. To my greatest shock, it was all the gifts I'd gotten on my birthday and a few items I already owned. Everything in the same color, brand, size, yonke fan. I don't have problems with friends matching and all, but Sana, hayi kangaka. What made it weird was being hidden from the status, because if she was being innocent about it, ebengazondifihla kwaseqaleni.
Exactly.
After this incident, a lot of things followed. Every time I bought something, she'd act like it's handy or just not compliment it at all, only for her to go and buy the exact same thing, whether it's shoes, clothes, jewelry, je kwanto. At this point, si sekakeni, essentially. She's since made it a norm to always hide me from her statuses whenever she buys something new that's similar to mine. I really don't know how to go about this.
Wrap it up.
She's such a weirdo.
Wrap it. First
Even when I read this, I said, yeah.
It never in my birthday.
Yeah.
You just said, it was my 21st birthday. I said, here we go. Bandla, wrap it up. Don't want to lie. You can't be friends with someone who wants to be you.
She's dying to be.
She wants to be you. And unfortunately, you may love her, have good intention, but you cannot be friends with someone who wants to be you. At some point, it's going to blow up in your face. Now it's starting off with, I say small things, which is birthdays, which is kind of still sick, but it's going to end up being worse. Next thing she wants your boyfriend. Next thing she's kissing your man. You don't know.
No, she's right though.
Yes.
This is how people will sleep with your husband. And
exactly.
And things that you overlook. A person, every single time you want something, they want it. When you get it, it starts with small things. It will end up being your husband.
Exactly. Or start jeopardizing things in your life, saying negative things so you don't acquire certain
Or
things.
when it's your time to get a promotion, she goes and she gets in the doorway for you to say, no, I deserve it more than she does. It's those people who start doing small glitchy things that end up to larger things. So it's important for us to nip these things in the bud.
And you guys are 21 and stuff, it's fine. I think nip it in the bud now before you see dust.
Literally. The only sad part is that you guys live together. That is the deuce in your whole situation.
Damn.
That is the deuce.
We'll move on in.
So they're roommates or something, bro. Roommates is crazy.
When she said it's shared accommodation, she said it's 3 years out of the 4.
Yes. I think she said they still live together. Yeah, I think it's varsity. Because they is 21.
Varsity at some point.
Yeah, true.
And if you're doing masters
from
and
her.
PhD.
But even so, run away from her. Like when you're doing
get
a
a different
I don't want to
accommodation, I don't know. But
she's very weird.
You
don't want to see West things, son. These are still actually. Okay, the next one says, hi ladies, I have a dilemma. I have a friend who's currently expecting and she would like us to throw her a baby shower. She's been dropping hints, but she hasn't said it directly. We work at a call center, so it's not like we're earning millions and we all have a lot of expenses. She's due to give birth around March, but right now everyone in our friendship group has taken their own responsibilities. Some have kids starting school, others are preparing for Christmas clothes and gifts, so no one is really interested in organizing this baby shower. To be honest, she can be quite mean sometimes, so most of us aren't really eager to do it anyways. But I feel a bit concerned because everyone keeps asking about it, and honestly, I don't have the money to plan or contribute to any celebration. Plus, her man doesn't seem interested either. So what should I do, ladies? I'm going to be honest. I think you should just communicate to her that, like, Queen, this dream baby shower, my perfect wedding, is not going to come from us because akho mali. And I think what you guys can do is what you can afford. So even if it's not grandeur baby shower, a little lunch, yes, or buy her a gift, or everyone buy a gift.
Or buy the baby a gift, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even like when you're buying her a gift, I mean for the child, not for her, respectfully. But I think you guys can just do what you can because you can't force yourself to do something for someone else. I think people also need to, in as much as yes, it's a big celebration, you know that it's what you want. Your friends can't.
Exactly.
So your friends can't now kill themselves and not get their kids Christmas clothes
for your
you're having a baby shower. If you want it so badly, you and your man can plan it. We will come. We will arrive. But
now the man in question is also not interested. So
why must we be more interested than your boyfriend?
Than the father of the child? I'm not sure about that one. So I will suggest the gift one, the cake one, and just say this is as much as we can do because obviously we have other priorities. So she'll appreciate that.
Yes.
Millionaires, you guys work at a call center, so she must also understand that.
And be honest with her and say, dude, we would love to do something amazing for you, but my man's not coming together, bro. And it is what it is. I need to prioritize my expenses first. My kids do come first at the end of the day. Do you get what I'm saying? I think just be honest and you'll be pashash. Last one says, hey queens, I hope you're doing well. I'm sending you this seeking for sisterly advice, hoping you see this. I'm a 21-year-old student and I recently met this 30-year-old guy from the UK who seems to be interested in relocating to SA and potentially finding his wife and getting married. I've only known this man for a month and you know all this information. And I've spent a lot of time with him, getting to know him, and I think it's safe to say that feelings have developed. He's a very generous and romantic guy, so a lover girl like me could never resist. Although I must say, the topic of marriage comes up a little bit too much, and I often do feel love bombed out. In the same breath, the thought of someone falling in love with me in a short period of time isn't too far-fetched for me. Lol. I mean, what's there not to love? Recently, he's been too comfortable with telling me about his problems related to family matters and finances. I just think it's a bit too early for me to be knowing about all that. Like, have some shame. I don't need to know about your financial issues at such early stages. It kind of makes me wonder exactly what I'm signing up for. Don't get me wrong, he's a good guy and I do like him, but I have my own future plans ahead of me. And being with him at this stage of my life would require me to give up a lot of my dreams, and I don't think I want to do that. Not to mention his line of work does seem to be a bit sketchy, and a part of me feels like ufuna citizenship ngami londi tini lindaba bafaz.
Queen, all the things that you're suspecting are what it is.
Nebathanda bafana, ladies. I don't want to lie.
You know what kills me is all the things that you guys worry about are the reality. I don't lie to you. Like, it's that thing of when you ask someone for advice, but you know the truth.
That's what I was saying. Like, and I will say, I think a lot of our dilemmas lately, I'm going to drag you guys slightly for this. It's like things that you literally know the answer to. I don't know if you just want to hear us say it, but it's also like, even if I read some of them to you guys are going to be shocked by those things. It's going to be like, what do you want us to say?
Dude.
Also, what do you want us to say? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not even to be the bad guy, but genuinely, like some things, it's like, guys, I'm in this relationship and he doesn't do a million things for me. Should I stay? It's like, do you think we're going to say yes?
No. Like, in this case, obviously, we're going to say, Queen, no. First of all, your age gap. You're 21, he's 30. Let's start there. You guys have been together for a month. He's telling you about all his life problems. What a fish pays. Red flag. He's telling you about financial things. Red flag. That nigga wants citizenship. He wants you guys to have any combined household financially. All these. Girl, please.
You're literally coming in with a pound to the rand. Not about your financial problems. Don't actually piss me off, eh?
And we're shut that already.
Like, no, that's what I was saying from the beginning when she's saying he's a person who wants to marry. We as a life learned after a month of knowing this person who wants him. OMG.
I smell a rat.
Like, oh my gosh. And also, you telling me you want to get married so soon?
So soon.
So soon.
Oh, queen.
Chill.
You know what to do. You know
And
what
you've
to
been knowing. But now it's been confirmed by us.
By the boys.
Do that thing that you want to do and leave him. But actually, maybe the thing she wants to do is not leave him. I get it. That accent, it's mesmerizing. It's tantalizing.
It is.
But stand firm, sis. Stand up.
firm.
Use these knees and stand. Get off those knees and stand.
Yeah, no, don't say so. Because I know you said you want love and feeling, getting that attention, all that stuff is great, but you get it from someone who's closer to your age and someone who's not in debt. This man is
And wants to marry you at your small, tender,
age.
scrumptious 21
And
years of age.
They've also known each other for 21 minutes.
21 minutes, literally. 21 minutes.
Yeah.
See, give yourself at least 30. Like, give yourself
please.
some time.
Moving on to music. This is where we tell you guys what we're listening to, what the Puesties are listening to. We have a playlist on Apple as well as Spotify. What are you listening to this week, Zix?
What am I listening to? What am I going to put on the list this week? Okay, guys, actually, I've been really in my old school R&B / hip hop.
You really have.
Like, I've been loving it. Zone. So I'm going to put on, which I'm going to put on? Dove. Okay, I'm going to put Just In Case by Jaheim.
Just
Love
in
that
case.
song. I'm making it tonight. Wanna make love to you for the last time, baby. Guys, classic. Love.
What a good song.
Hip hop. So specifically that 90s era is a bit of me. 90s and the thousands, like the 2000s.
Yes.
They were eating down, okay?
What happened to him, Vel?
I don't know.
Yes, you can.
But what happened to most of them? Because a lot of them, with Ja Rule and stuff, baby.
True.
With Ja Rule.
But Ja Rule's so down.
That's just what Ja Rule. Like, where you at, king?
Guys, come on, drop some thanks. And Kelani's resuscitating.
Do a collabo with Kelani.
It's an opportunity. What are the Puesties listening to? So this person gave us 3 plugs. She said I must mention them also, please. She's listening to, obviously, Kelani Out the Window. That is a good song. She's on her Zoom. That album I will be listening to. Then Olivia Dean. She's obviously in everyone's lips right now.
She's
as she should. The song is called A Couple Minutes. And then Maroon 5, which is surprising. I haven't heard them in a long time. Maroon 5 and SZA, which is an interesting combo. They have a song called What Lovers Do. So we will
I actually know that song.
Is it?
It's a good song, yes. It's
No,
cute. It's
one
very
part
Maroon 5.
sings-
I mean, it's so old, but it's a good song. As in, I haven't listened to it in years.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm listening to, guys, I finally gave Calvin's album a chance.
Yo, jeez.
Finally.
It's only been like 10
6
months.
months. I was like, guys, I'll come eventually, but like, he's dropping so much, and I heard he's dropping soon again, so I was like, okay, fine,
Dove.
do my homework.
Do you know that,
This
Calvin?
thing.
I love you so much, but Dove.
Put the brake, put the foot on the pedal right now. So my favorite right now on that album is called Bubbles, featuring Babalwa M and Omid ST. He ate that. I forgot how scrumptious he is because he's overwhelming me.
Yeah.
But my love for you has come back.
It
King.
runs deep. That's the thing. It runs deep. It'll never leave.
No, it does.
But guys, we have come to that part of the episode where it's time to say goodbye to you guys. If you guys got to this part of the video, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't believe we haven't said this yet, but thank you so much for 60,000 subscribers.
Guys, 60K in about 5 months is crazy.
It's crazy.
Thank you so, so much.
You guys are doing your biggest one. Puesties. You guys are huge for us.
No,
You guys know that.
literally.
We keep saying this. So, like, guys, we can't believe that we are
worse. Sometimes we're
so
like,
huge for us.
this is so big. Like, why am I in
Oh,
Puss?
he's the talent. How are we the Puss in question?
No, shout out to Puss.
Guys,
For real.
Nisenza Bantu, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You guys don't understand. The thing that we're doing here is huge. So thank you so much to you guys for always supporting us. We really appreciate it. We can't wait till we get to that 100 keys.
Hunter.
And clearly, you guys are putting the work in. son.
And shaking.
But if you guys are listening to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, what is good, kitties? Please don't forget to rate our podcast. Don't forget to comment as well. Let us know what you guys are thinking about this episode. And as per usual, we will see you guys same time, same place next week. Bye.